Good morning everyone, welcome to Gloria's Veg Garden. This is the first video of this year and it's a very full garden now. As you can see, it wasn't in December. I wish I'd taken some in January, February, March. It wasn't like this, but July is a good time to do the garden. Quick rundown, so I'm going to whiz round. There have been some changes. We've put a bit of artificial grass down just because it was easier to walk on and deal with, and I'm really pleased with that. It gives a nice green look to the garden. I can sweep it. It's quite easy to maintain. It's quite expensive, so it didn't go all the way. My sunflower I'm just so pleased with. Look at him, absolutely stunning. These are all self-set. They grew on their own in a nice little cluster under my hoop bed, which is on its end over there. Germinated itself over the winter, and then here it is. I didn't plant them, but they are netted because unfortunately in this garden I have a rampant squirrels, and they eat the sunflowers and the sweet corn. So various things are netted at the moment because he will not only wait for the corn, but he'll pull the young sweet corn plants up and shred them overnight. So everything with where there's a sweet corn is got a net on it. These are the raft tomatoes that I grow from seeds brought back from Spain. They're amazing, big, fat, like dark red, blacky tomatoes. They're growing quite well here this year. Last year they didn't. Sweet peas, a little bit late, but we've got them in. And we do water in the evenings everywhere with a sprinkler. This is my cutting bed, which is coming lovely now. We've got dahlias coming out, roses. There's a buddleia, which I love for the butterflies. Underneath the sunflowers, I've got padron peppers, which grow really well in this garden, and a few lettuces and a chilli that I didn't have room for, but it's a hotbed, and some beautiful beetroot which we've been having already. As you can see, they're really nice beetroot. Some radishes planted there and some celery. I've just pulled up the last of the lettuces, hence there's a bit of spare ground. The tomatoes, as always, are Crimson Crush. I find growing outside they're huge, they're amazing, and they always pull the stakes over. So tonight we're going to put some much firmer stakes in so they don't fall over, because they've probably got another 2 or 3 foot of growing to do, and they will go over. Market more outdoor cucumbers and ridge cucumbers, which are going up now. Some pak choy and some lettuces here. That's salad bowl and romaine. This one is, I've sowed this in, I think, April, and it was neat rows of spring onions, beetroot, carrots, spring onions and carrots, and I've been pulling them, but they've got quite big now, and I've also got my French bean Ferrari in with them, and some elephant garlic is just about to come out, and some fennel, which is really pretty. Again, the onion bed, we have got radar winter onions here finishing off, and red winter at the back. They're lovely. They've gone over now, but I'm really pleased with these. This is one I've been watching, so they're just drying off now. This is a very good bed. It's sunny. The tree, which does impact on things at the moment, doesn't impact on these. They're looking a bit scruffy because they're going over, but this is the radar. So I'm going to leave these in while the weather's hot, let them dry off a bit. I'm pleased with those. Over this side, some more dahlias. We've got some pumpkins and squashes here. That's Atlantic Giant. Doesn't look very big, but never mind. Butternut. They'll get bigger. A few flowers at the back. We've got some herbs here, some borage, some sage. These are leeks coming along. It's Jolant. I actually grew them from plug plants, so I was a bit late with them. And this is the summer onions, which I planted almost the same time as the winter onions. And this is Stuttgarter Giant, which I haven't grown before, but they're looking all right. I want to keep them in another month if they don't go over. They're not bad at all. So that's my onions. Beetroot. Now this beetroot is fine, but it's been affected by beet leaf minor, which affects the leaves, and it manifests itself as these little tiny things, actual little eggs, and they burrow into the leaf. However, on beetroot it doesn't really hurt it. I've had them covered up for ages to protect them from it, but I can't. But it doesn't affect them. If you were going to eat the leaves, it would. I wouldn't want to eat them, but the beetroot you're going to pull as the root doesn't matter. There's my sweet corn. I've just uncovered it, but that's going to go back under cover. I'm going to make a net frame for it pretty soon this morning, otherwise the squirrel, as you can see, he's eaten 3 or 4. He's pulled up and shredded, so I'm not letting him do that. Same thing goes here. I've got my courgettes in here, but I also, unfortunately for me, planted a few sweet corn amongst them, and now I'm having to net the whole bed because he will do the same thing with these. So the net is going to have to go higher today. But we've got some lovely courgettes which have turned themselves into marrows because I haven't been keeping an eye on them, but I shall pick them today. I think we've got green bush and some other variety in there, and there's a nice yellow one which I'll show you. Over the back here, this is a perennial rocket which is marvellous. It's so nice, it grows wonderfully, goes through the winter, and I've given people, it's just looking a bit scruffy now, but it will give you rocket all through the summer and into the autumn. It dies down with the frost and then comes back, and it makes lots of babies too, which I can give to friends. These are the peas. I've got Shiraz, which are these pretty purple ones. I've got Oregon sugar pod, which I had an awful job to get to germinate, but I do like them as a sugar pea. And I've bought some that I had to buy in the end because I couldn't get enough to germinate. These are Stomax. They're all right. I wouldn't say they're brilliant. I think Oregon sugar is the best. Over the back here, I've got some more squashes. I've got a tayberry, which is going to go up this and it's going to go 9 foot across this fence when it gets going, and a couple more blackcurrant bushes which are struggling a bit in the heat but will be all right, and a thornless blackberry right at the end with the rhubarb. Some potatoes here which I should dig up because start to dig because they've finished flowering. I think they're Charlotte. And here we've got the blackcurrants bushes which are well established. I need to pick some. Picked one bush yesterday. They were absolutely beautiful. They will be turned into jam and cordials and crumbles and things. So I'll pick them today. Strawberries, not so good. They're in the shade of the blackcurrants. I'm going to move them. I think that's about it. So this is the garden in early July. It's had to be watered a lot because of the hot weather, and the tree is now taking a lot of shade. It's taking a lot of sunlight from the garden, so we will have to cut the tree in the autumn. All this second half of the garden is very shady and things are not growing as well as they used to. But all in all, the top bit is fine. I love my grassy bits. This is the overall look of it. I think it's quite neat and tidy, and I'm very pleased with everything that's growing. And I particularly love my sunflowers since they grew themselves without even being planted. I'm going to do another video of my greenhouse and my runner bean bed, which I've put somewhere else this year, which I hope you might watch as well because it's quite interesting. Thanks for watching. Any questions on varieties or anything, please let me know, and I will see you when I do the next video.